Hi, I'm Liam.
And I'm Adam from Abbey Supply.
If you don't already know, your airsoft gun uses what's called a hop-up to get better range out of your airsoft gun.
In this episode of Abbey Gun Tech, we're going to show you how it works and how to adjust it to get the best range out of your airsoft guns.
The hop-up is at the start of your barrel and it applies backward spin on your BB as it's fired. It does this with a small friction surface that protrudes into the barrel and rubs against it as it travels past.
You can adjust the amount of hop-up a BB receives by adjusting how much this friction pad, usually made of rubber or silicon compound, sticks into the barrel.
So how does this backspin affect range? It works on something called the Magnus effect, and it's the same principle that you can see on a football or a tennis ball as it curves through the air. The spinning motion creates an area of high pressure on one side and an area of low pressure on the other side, and this makes the ball move into the area of low pressure. In sports like football, this is used to make the ball curve in midair, and we use it in airsoft to make the BB travel upwards, known as lift.
The BB experiences lift much like how a wing creates lift for an aircraft, and the heavier the weight, the more lift is required. This is why heavier BBs require more hop-up.
How you set your hop-up is down to personal preference. Some people like their hop-up to make the BBs have the straightest possible trajectory. Some people prefer to have a little bit of lift and to get the smallest extra range.
Like me, for example, which you don't.
To set your hop-up, get yourself in a long open area where it's safe and you have permission to shoot your airsoft guns.
Begin firing your gun downrange and watch how the BBs performs. If the BBs are flying upwards too much, you need to lower your hop-up. If they're hitting the ground too early, you need to add more hop-up. Continue doing this until the BB flies as straight and as far as possible.
If you've got your hop-up on all the way and your BBs still aren't flying straight, you may need to replace your hop bucking and nub. If your BBs are flying straight upwards, you can look at replacing parts, or you can simply use heavier BBs.
Remember that the hop-up parts and barrel of your gun rely on friction to operate. If they get lubricant on them, your accuracy and range are going to suffer.
If you're interested in Abbey products, click the links below to find your nearest dealer, and don't forget to like us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube to get the updates before your opponents do. Okay guys, that's a goodbye from us at Abbey Supply. Just remember, if you're airsofting or you're shooting, just stay safe, use your common sense, and don't be an idiot.